Toddlers are misunderstood humans. People see toddlers as difficult. They start to walk, they start to explore. They are only learning to communicate with words, and they don't have a whole lot of impulse control. They can't sit still in cafes and restaurants. They see an open space and start running. They have tantrums, often in the most inconvenient times and in the most inconvenient places. And they touch anything that looks interesting. They get called terrible twos. They don't listen, and so on. Can you relate? Hi, my name is Mfon. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be looking at understanding your toddler's behavior. Before I start, I would like to say that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist. I'm a mom that loves reading parenting books, and I would like to share with you. So I've also had an experience with kids. I've taught in a conventional school. I've taught Bible study with children, 3 years old. And I have 4 kids myself. I have a 15-month-old and I have a 3.5-year-old child. So I can also talk based on experience. So when I refer to toddlers, I'm talking about children from 1 to 3 years old. Toddlers thrive in an environment that challenges them. They seek to be understood, and they take in the world around them like sponges. You know how sponge absorbs water? So that's how toddlers are. Let's talk about interesting things about toddlers and why I love toddlers. Number 1, toddlers live in the present. You can be taking a stroll with a toddler and you're thinking of different things while your child is in the present. Like you see my little girl picking up that flower, she has one on her left hand. She's just living in the present. Number 2, toddlers pick things up effortlessly. For example, we don't have to sit down with a 1-year-old and teach them grammar or sentence structure. By the age of 3, they already have an amazing vocabulary and are learning how to construct simple sentences. Compare this with learning a language as an adult. It takes a lot of effort and work. Number 3, toddlers are enormously capable. For example, if I want to go out, my 15-month-old will bring shoe for me. They know how to help around the house. When I change her diaper, she takes it to the trash by herself. So that's toddler for you. If you put things in place and your toddlers know them, they can help. They can put the laundry away, they can put dishes away. And then number 4, toddlers are innocent. I don't think any toddler has any mean bone in their body. For example, if they see someone playing with a toy, they might simply think, I would like to play with that toy, and they will go grab it. It's not that they are mean, they are simply impulsive, following their every hush. They just feel like doing it and they go ahead and do it. They are just innocent, they are not mean. And number 5, toddlers don't hold grudges. That one is very true. A child can be, throwing tantrum at the store, and the next minute he'll be fine. And also, toddlers are amazingly forgiving. Sometimes you offend them and they just say, "That's okay, mom. Don't worry about it. I'm fine." They are amazing in forgiving. And the 6th reason why I love toddler is toddlers are authentic. They say what they mean. A toddler will point to someone in the bus and say loudly, "That person has no hair." You may like, "No, you're not supposed to say that." And he will do it without any form of embarrassment. They know how to be themselves. So that's why I appreciate and love toddlers. So let's look at what we need to know about toddlers. Number 1, toddlers need to say no. My daughter is 15 months old, and sometimes if I give her something and she doesn't want, she shakes her head and said no. So I leave her. So between 18 months and 3 years of age, children realize that their identity is separate from their parents, and they begin to desire more autonomy, independence. At the same time, they beg to say no. They begin to use the personal pronouns I. Yeah, mama, get ready. This movement towards independence does not come easily. Some days, they will push us away, wanting to do everything by themselves. Other days, they will refuse to do anything at all and will cling to us. And number 2, toddlers need to move. I see some parents complain, "Oh, you can't sit down one place." Really? Just as animals does not like to be caged, our toddlers will not sit still for long. Please know that. They want to keep mastering movement. Immediately they start walking, they want to run, they want to climb, they want to jump. So toddlers need to move. And number 3, toddlers need to explore and discover the world around them. Yep, they keep touching everything, they keep trying what will happen if I pull this thing, if I do that. So toddlers like to explore, they want to explore. It is a need for them, so get used to it. And number 4, toddlers need freedom. They don't want to be strapped in one place. Yeah, this freedom will help them grow to be curious learners, to experience things for themselves, to make discoveries, and to feel they have control over themselves. So know that. And number 5, toddlers need limits. Yeah, because if you don't set limits, you get yourself worked up. These limits will keep them safe, teach them to respect others and their environment, and help them to become responsible human beings. And then number 6, toddlers need order and consistency. Yeah, toddlers prefer things to be exactly the same every single day. The same routine, things in the same place, and the same rules. It helps them understand, make sense of their world, and know what to expect. If we understand this, we can have more patience, more understanding. This is why this topic is understanding toddlers' behavior. Because when you understand that a toddler needs order and consistency, you will not go and scatter their toys. You will not throw things anywhere in the house. A toddler wants consistency, a toddler wants routine, so that he or she will know what comes next. He doesn't like things, taking him or her unawares. And number 7, toddlers are not giving us a hard time. They are having a hard time. Get it? Yes. They were once babies that used to cry for everything. Now, they want us to understand them. They are not giving us hard time. They are having a hard time. So when we realize that their difficult behavior is actually a cry for help, we can ask ourselves, how can I be of help right now? We move from feeling attacked to searching for a way to be supportive. And number 8, toddlers are impulsive. Yes, they are little humans, and their prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that houses our self-control and decision-making centers, is still developing. Yeah, when you understand that, there are some things you're just going to ignore, and will still be developing for the next 20 years. So have that in mind. This means we may need to guide them if they are climbing on the table again. Yeah, they keep doing that again and again. Or grabbing something out of someone's hands. And be patient if they become emotional. Yes, they will throw a fit. So I like to say we need to be their prefrontal cortex. Number 9, toddlers need time to process what we are saying. Yes, instead of repeatedly telling our child to put on their shoes, we can count to 10 in our head. Yeah, and wait for them. And allow them time to process our request. Often, by the time we get to 8, we'll start to see them respond. So understand that toddlers need some time. And number 10, toddlers need to communicate. As babies, their cry will always make us think, oh, what should be the problem? Is it his diaper? Oh, is he hungry? Oh, is he hot? Do I need to change him? Do I need to, take off his clothes? We keep thinking what might be the problem. But when they are toddlers, we want them to communicate. And if they don't have the words to communicate, they cry. So our children try to communicate with us in many ways. We should try and know the signs and ways that our kids communicate to us. When we do that, it will make life easy for us. And 11, toddlers need mastery. Toddlers love to repeat skills until they master them. Observe them and notice what they are working to master. Yes, usually it is something hard enough to be challenging, but not so difficult that they give up. They'll repeat the process until they perfect it. Once they master it, they move on. That's a toddler for you. They like doing the same thing over and over until they are satisfied. And the last one is toddlers like to contribute and be part of the family. Yes, in my last video I talked about the first 5 years, how you can utilize their love, of contribution to the family. They seem to be more interested in the objects their parents use than they are in their toys. They really like to work alongside us as we prepare food. That's why I said in my last video, you don't tell them, go away, I can do it. That's what toddlers do. They love to do it. Allow them to do it. They like to do laundry and so on. So when we allow more times, set things up for success, and lower our expectations of the outcome. Yes, you might say, oh, my toddler might make me stay much longer. So you have to lower your expectation. Yes, so that you can inculcate that habit of helping around the house. In doing that, we teach our toddler a lot about being a contributing member of the family. These are things that they will build on as they become school children and teenagers. Yes, I like saying parenting with the future in mind. So when you are parenting towards self-dependence, that's what you do. You allow them to contribute because toddlers love to contribute. That's it about understanding your toddler's behavior. I hope you will not see them as troublesome, giving you a hard time, but you will try as much as you can to meet their needs accordingly. Okay, so I did a video about the first 5 years. It's just a 1-minute video, so you can check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and remember to click that bell icon to notify you whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.